Hello, good morning everyone. This video lecture will be the third video lecture that you have to watch for this week, and all the outputs that I will be giving to you after all these video lectures will be submitted on Thursday. So this is mass to mole conversion with Avogadro's number. So for the lesson overview, we are going to calculate for una, Avogadro's number and mole, mass to mole to mass, and combined mole calculation. So all of this will be pure calculations. So habang kayo ay nakikinig ng ating mga um, ng ating lesson, you can bring out piece of paper para sundan nyo yung aking problem solving. Unahin natin itong problem na ito. How many moles of water does 6.02 times 10 raised to 23 molecules represent? So, meron tayong equation na number of particles equals the number of moles times your Avogadro's number. Dito tayo iikot for this problem. So, before everything else, you have to identify your given. What are your givens? Una, i-identify mo kung anong given ito. Is that the Avogadro's number? Of course not. This is the number of molecules. So, kasaklatan. Number of molecules, meron kang 6.02 times 10 raised to 23 molecules. And your Avogadro's number, 6.022 times 10 raised to 23. And then, your required, tignan natin ha, given and then required. Your required, or kung anong hinahanap mo, it's your N, or the number of moles. So, your equation, just write this. Number of particles is equal to N times Na. Pero ma'am, you are not looking for the number of you are not looking for the number of particles. Instead, you are looking for the number of moles. So that is your N. So you are looking for the number of moles. So paano mo yan i-manipulate, ma'am? Tignan mo, ganito ha, turuan ko kayo. Tignan mo si N. Tignan mo kung isulat mo lang siya dito. And then equal sign. Tignan mo kung ano yung nasa kabila. Yung nasa kabilang equal sign. That is your number of particles. Tama? And then, i-check mo kung sino yung katabi ni N. That's your Na. Okay? That's how you manipulate equations. Now, you will be using this equation for this problem. So, the thing is, isusulat mo lang yung solution mo. Your solution will be N. What's the number of your particles? 6.02 times 10, 23 molecules. Okay? And then, your Avogadro's number, which is 6.022 times 10 raised to 23. So, your N, if you are going to divide that, you're going to input that in your calculator, ang makukuha mo ay 1 mole. Okay? Tandaan ninyo na ang unit ng mole ay MOL. Okay? Mole. Okay? Ito ang unit ng number of moles. Now, usually, sa inyo, mga students, nahihirapan kayo kung paano mag-input. Ngayon, buksan ninyo yung inyong mga calces or scientific calculator. Ngayon, ma'am, paano i-input ito, oh? Dito ka nahihirapan eh. Paano ito i-input? Exponent yan, di ba? Kung i-input nyo yan sa inyong calculator, you just press 6.02, and then, dun sa may baba ni 3, okay, meron kayong makikita na EXP. Or, meron kayong makikita na sa mga ibang calculators, 10 times 10x, ganyan. Pareho lang yan. Okay, magkakaibang versions lang yung calculator natin kasi. Ngayon, pindutin nyo lang siya, EXP. And then, kung ano yung exponent dito, you just input the exponent. Ganyan lang yan. Okay? Ganito nyo lang siya gawin. And then, isolve mo na, makukuha mo yung 1 mole. Okay? Next naman, how many molecules are there in 5.4 mole of NaCl? Again, the first thing that you have to do ay you have to identify your given. Sinasabi natin, kung anong hinahanap, you are looking for the number of molecules. Okay? And ang given mo ay your N, which is 5.4 mole. And then your Avogadro's number, again, 6.022 times 10 raised to 23. Okay? So, what is your required? Your required is the number of molecules. By the way, galingan ninyo maghanap ng given. Kasi once na mali yung mga nahanap yung given, ibig sabihin, malaki ang tendency na kayo ay mamamali. Now, identify also your equation. Again, your equation is the number of particles is equal to your N, number of mole, times your Na. Easy peasy lang to kasi you don't have to manipulate your equation just like in problem number 1. So for your solution, number of particles equals your N, which is 5.4 mole. 5.4 mole, and then you just input your Avogadro's number right there, times 10 raised to 23, and then your number of molecules ay yung product lang nito. Multiply mo lang and then you're good. That's already the final answer. You can pause this video and that's all for this. So, what's your answer? Ang sagot natin ay, isulat nyo lang, 3.2. You just use 2 decimal places times 10 raised to 24. So, what will be your unit? Tinatanong kung how many molecules. So, automatic na ang iyong unit ay molecules. So, for your final answer, you write 3.25 times 10 raised to 24 molecules. And then, you're just going to box it. Dali lang. Oops, pangit ng box ko, pero ganyan yan. Yon, that's it. Next naman ay ang mass to mole. Okay? For this problem, you have this. How many moles are there in 15 grams of lithium? Oops. Paano yun, ma'am? So, kakailanganin mo dito ang molar mass. Sinuruan ko kayo kung paano mag-convert ng molar mass. Ulitin ko, what do you need here? You have to have the atomic masses of the atoms. If it's a compound, kailangan mong kunin yung kanilang molar mass. And take note that it should always be in grams. Pag ito ay naka-kilogram, kailangan mo munang i-convert. Tandaan yan ha, i-convert nyo muna sila. Now, Una, this problem is very simple. Mga simpleng problems na nabibigay ko sa inyo, and then later on, let's make it more complicated. Identify your given. Ano yung given ninyo? Your G. Yes, your G. Okay? G, ang ano natin sa, symbol natin. So, 15. Okay? 15 grams. Now, you also have to look for the atomic mass of your lithium. Since siya naman ay mag-isa, automatic lithium 1 times its atomic mass, which is 7. So, ibig sabihin, 7 grams per mole. Okay? Ang kanyang, paano natin i-ano ang molar mass? Okay? Ano mo siya? 7 grams per mole. Gamitin mo mm. Okay? For this class, sa ating klase, yung gagamitin natin ay mm. Now, what is your required? What are you going to look for? You will be looking for N, or your number of moles. For your equation, I'm going to introduce new equation. I'm going to introduce a new equation. Meron naman the number of moles, i-read ko para mas maano natin. I emphasize, N is equal to your G. Okay? Ito yung given na mass ng isang compound or ng isang element, and then your molar mass. This depends on the compound itself. Okay? Nakadepende ito sa compound. Nakadepende ito sa mga atomic masses ng mga elements na present doon sa isang compound. So, for this problem, lithium lang siya, kaya yun lang. Okay, so, for our solution, just going to write that. So, N, G, mm, input lang natin, your G is 15 grams. Make sure na it is in grams. Kung hindi, you have to convert it. And then your molar mass, 7 grams per mole. Okay? Since nasa baba si mole, pwede mo na siyang itaas for the cancellation of units later on. So, if you're going to input that in your calculator, very easy lang naman, 15 divided by 7, you have your N is equal to 2.14. And since you will be canceling this one, grams, ang matitirang unit natin ay mole. So, your final answer or your FA is 2.14 mole. So, in 15 grams of lithium, how many mole is that? It's 2.14. Madali lang, di ba? Easy peasy. Next naman, ito na yung sinasabi ko, if it's already a compound, kailangan mo munang kuhanin yung kanyang molar mass. Now, again, how many moles are in 98.3 grams of aluminum hydroxide, AlOH3? So, isulat natin ang ating mga given. Very easy lang ito. Your given, ano ang given mo? Ito yung binigay na grams. So, that is your G. Okay, that's 98.3. What else? Ano ang kailangan mong given? You have to get the molar mass of aluminum hydroxide. Tama? So, to get that, you have to get the molar mass. Your Al, your O, and then your H. Your aluminum it's 27. How many aluminums are there? There are only one. There is only one. And ano ang kanyang molar mass? I-round nyo na. 27. And oxygen, how many oxygen are there? There are 3. Tama? 3 times 16. And how many hydrogens? 3. 3 times 1. So, this is 27. And then, 16 times 3, 48. Again, calculator pa ni Ma'am Apple. 48 and then 3 times 1. Pwede natin hindi calculator yan. And then, if you're just going to add that up, 27 plus 48 plus 3, 78. Ang molar mass ni aluminum hydroxide ay 78 grams per mole. Okay? That is a part of your given. Now, kapag mali ninyo itong molar mass na ito, probably 100% mamamali kayo doon sa my final answer. So, you have to be very careful in solving this. Now, you identify your required. What's your required? You will be looking for your N. Okay? And then, for your equation, once again, you're going to use number of moles equals G over MM. Okay? For your solution, so N is equal to G, 98.3 grams over 78 grams per mole. Once again, ipupunta lang ito natin sa taas para magkakaroon tayo ng cancellation mamaya. So, kung isosolve mo yan, N 98.8.3 divided by 78, it's equal to 1.20 or, nope, 1.26. 1.26, your unit will be cancel yan. Ang maiiwan na unit ay mole. So, for your final answer, you have to rewrite that one, 1.26 mole, and then box it, and then you're good. Very easy. Tama? Easy peasy. So, ito naman, mole to mass naman. Babalik na rin lang natin. Ganito lang siya. Once again, you have to write the equation. Parang pangit ba ng sulat ko rito? Ayan, N is equal to grams over mm. Ang hahanapin mo naman ay grams. Paano mo i-manipulate to? I-ano mo lang siya, cross multiply. So, G is equal to G N M M. Ganun lang. You're just going to multiply the number of moles and your molar mass. Okay? Tandaan nyo yan ha. Delete ko muna. Ilagay ko dun sa gilid. So, N is equal to G, M, M. So, G, N, M, M. Okay, puro M, M na tayo. So, for this problem, you have to identify the given first. Your given is your N, which is 3.3 mole. And yung given mo ay siya si molar mass. Ang molar mass ni K, or this is potassium sulfide. Tama? Potassium sulfide. Again, you have to get first the molar mass. Kunin mo muna ang kanyang molar mass. What are the atoms? K and S. Ilang K? You need 2. At ang atomic mass ni K ay, I guess it's 39. Check nyo nga. Hindi ko mahanapan. Ayun, 39. Perfect. Times 39. And then how many sulfurs are there? You have 1. Ang atomic mass of sulfur ay 32. You're just going to multiply that one. 39 times 2, you have this, 78, and then 32. Add mo lang. So, 110. Tama ba ako? 110 grams per mole. Again, identify your equation. Your equation is this. This is your original equation. You have to show me your manipulated equation. Since you will be looking for your G, okay, cross multiply that. So G is equal to N mm. Dali lang. Solution. G is equal to your N, which is 3.3 mole times your molar mass, which is 110 grams per mole. Ganun yun, ha? And then, i-multiply mo lang silang dalawa. 3.3 times 110, it's equal to 363 grams. Ma'am, paano naging grams? Mole, nasa numerator yung isa, nasa denominator yung isa. So, ang naiwan na lang ay si G. Kaya, ang iyong final answer ay 363 grams. Back to your final answer and then you're good. Okay? Sobrang dali lang. So, ibig sabihin, yung 3.3 moles, kung i-convert natin yun into grams, it's 363 grams. Understood? Okay. Another example, mole to mass naman tayo. Try natin, beryllium iodide. Beryllium iodide. First of all, you have to get your given. Your given, your number of moles, which is your N, 0.02. And then, you have your beryllium iodide. The molar mass of the beryllium iodide, beryllium, and then iodine. How many iodine are there? There are 2. Beryllium, there is only 1. So, ang ating beryllium ay 9. Tama? And then, yung iodine ay, wait, harapin natin. Iodine. Your iodine is 127. Ito hindi ko memorize. So, 9, 127 times 2. Gumamit na lang kayo ng mga whole number para hindi na kayo masyadong mahirapan. So, 127 times 2 is equal to 254 plus 9. 263. Pangit naman ng sulat ko. Pasensya na kayo, pangit sulat ko ha. 263 grams per mole. Okay? That's it. And again, so, ayun na nga. Yun na tayo. Ang molar mass natin ay 263 grams per mole. So, let us proceed to your solution. Ay, hindi pa lang natin na-identify yung equation natin. Equation, once again, your N is equal to grams molar mass. If you're going to manipulate the equation, say N times your mm. So, for your solution, G is equal to your N times your molar mass, which is 263 grams per mole. Okay, lagyan natin ng mole yan, sorry. And then, multiply nyo lang sila. Hawakan nyo ang mga calculators ninyo. And then, let's solve. 0.02 times 263. Ang grams niya ay 5.26. So, you cancel this. Mole and mole. Yan. And then you write the final answer and then you're good to go. That is your answer. Okay? Okay, so for this part, we are going to calculate combined. Okay? Combined na ang i-calculate natin. Pero first of all, dapat may D yan. Okay, combined calculations. So, let's go. Again, how many molecules are there in 24 grams of ferric fluoride? So, for your given, you have your G, which is 24 grams. Again, you have to remember na ang lahat dapat ay naka-grams. Okay. And then, you have your ferric fluoride, Fe, F. You identify all the atoms, all the elements. And then how many ions are there? 1, 56. And then your fluorine, 3 times 19. Okay, so this is 56. And then 19 times 3, it's 57. So 57 plus 56, it's 113 grams per mole. Part yan ng given mo. So, ano pa? Ano pa ang kailanganin mong given? You also need to have your Avogadro's number, which is 6.022 times 10 raised to 23. Okay? Yun lang ba? Okay. So, for your equation, you will be needing the two equations. You have to use this equation. Okay? And then, N is equal to, number of particles is equal to, or number of molecules, diba? Yung una nating lesson, kung anong unit na gagamitin, depende kung anong compound. Kung sa equivalent, ang gagamitin mo ay molecules. So, sabi natin, so this should be formula units, tama? Okay, that should be formula units. Hindi siya dapat number of molecule kasi sabi natin, ang molecule are only for covalent compounds. So, as general, how many particles na lang ang ilagay natin? Pwede din naman, particles lang. So, you need this equation, N times your Avogadro's number. So, for your solution, part 1. Hindi ko so diretsahin. Actually, pwede mo naman itong diretsahin eh. You have to get first the mole. Ganito kasi yun. Mass. And then, you convert it into mole. And then, from that, you can get your number of particles. Okay? Kung mole naman ang given, edi number of particles, madali mo na lang i-convert. Pero pag number of particles, ipupunta mo hanggang mass, edi kailangan mo munang dumaan ng mole and then mass. Okay, so ito na yon. Una nating gagawin ay mass to mole. Okay, 24 grams. And then 24 grams. Yung equation na gagamitin natin ay, wait lang. Ani? Sulat natin yung equation. G over, number of mole is equal to G over your molar mass. Your G is 24. Your molar mass is 113 grams per, itaas na natin, mole. Okay. So, ano nyo lang yan, ilagay nyo lang yan, 24 divided by 113, this is equal to 0.2, ang layo naman, B. Sorry na. 21 mole. Okay? You box that. That is a part of your answer. And then, part 2, i-convert mo ngayon yung mole na yon into number of particles. Anong gagamitin mong equation? Ito. So, number of particles is equal to your mole times your Avogadro's number. So, your mole is 0.21. Times 6.022 times 10 raised to 23. Multiply that. I-multiply mo lang yun. 0.21 times 6.022 0.022 exponent 23. So, ang answer natin dito ay, dapat naka-scientific notation to, 1.26 times 10 raised to 23. Okay? So, your final answer, ilagay ko na lang dito, pero dapat sa baba natin ilagay. So, your final answer is 1.26 times 10 raised to 23 particles. Tandaan ninyo, hindi siya molecule kasi we are not dealing with a covalent compound. So, ang gagamitin na lang natin ay particles or formula units. Intindihan ba yun? I-box nyo lang and then you're good to go. Again, dali lang. For this last problem, nabaliktad naman. Sabi natin kanina, di ba? This is mass to mole and then number of particles. So, for this part, ang hinahanap natin ay mass. Ang given natin ay number of particles. Given. Okay. Your given is the number of particles equals, this is equal to 4.23 times 10 raised to 22 particles. Sulat natin. And then, what else? You have Na2CO3. That is your molar mass, your sodium, your carbon, and then your oxygen. Your sodium is 2, your carbon is 1, your oxygen is 3. So, your sodium, this should be multiplication, order naman ni ma'am. Okay, so, sodium natin ay 23, I guess. Tingnan nyo nga. 23. Aman, tama ako dito, promise. O, sabi ko na 23. 23. And then, your carbon is 12. Your oxygen is 16. So, 23 times 2 is 46. 12 and 6 times 3, 18, 8, 48. So, pag i-add ninyo to, add lang natin 46 plus 12 plus 48. It's equal to 106 grams per mole. Once again, the equation that we will be using are the following. N is equal to grams, and then your number of particles is equal to your N times your NA. Okay? And then, so we go now for your solution. Ang part 1 natin, i-convert natin si number of particles to mole. Okay? I-convert muna natin siya. So, your number of mole, isusulat ko na yung converted, yung manipulated na equation natin. N is equal to number of particles over Na. Okay? The number of particles mo ay 4.23 times 10 raised to 22 over 6.022 times 10 raised to 23. So, i-ano mo lang yan, i-input mo lang yan sa imong calculator, imong calculator, at ang makukuha mo ay, you can pause this video and calculate for this. So, ang nakuha natin, N is equal to 0.070. Or, okay, you can just say na 0.07. Your unit should be mole. Then, na po ba nagtatapos? Hindi pa. Lagyan natin ng division dito. Para pag may pagsusulatan pa ako, laki na kasi nasulat ko eh. Okay. Part 2, i-convert mo na ngayon si mole to mass. Okay? Meron ka ng mole, i-convert mo siya into mass. So, your equation is mass. Ilalagay ko na yung manipulated na equation. Galing ito dito. Okay? Etong equation na to ay punta doon. Yan. And then, grams is equal to N. Okay? Tama ba ako? Times mm. I-input mo lang 0.07 times your molar mass, which is 1 grams per mole. Sulat mo. And then, compute mo lang yan ulit. Input mo lang yan sa calculator ng maayos. 0.07 times 106. So, ang sagot mo ay 7.42. Again, you cancel the units. Mole. Ang maiiwan na lang ay grams. So, for your final answer, ang final answer mo ay, sabi natin, determine the mass. Yung mass ang hinahanap mo. So, yung mass ang ilalagay mong answer. 7.42 grams. You box it, and then you're good to go. Yes, that's it. Yun na, lahat ng mga calculations. Balik-balikan nyo to. Panoorin nyo ng ilang beses kung hindi nyo naintindihan. This is the good thing about recorded video lectures. Kasi pwede nyo siyang balikan pag hindi nyo na-gets. Pwede nyo i-back. Pwede lang yun. Ayoko yung minsan na nyo lang pinanood, okay na. Okay? Pwede nyong balik-balikan. Pero wag nyo nang balikan yung ex nyo kapag, pag niloloko na kayo. Ibang balik yun. Ito, balik lang kayo sa lesson. Okay ba? Okay, so, that's it. And I will be sending to you your worksheets. Bye!